Welcome back to Sutton Bourbon and Smoke. We're here today to talk about our experience at Heaven Hill. As always, I'm Forrest. This is Taylor. That's Kevin. We're going to jump into it.
All right. Sounds good.
So, man, I figured today being a special day.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
You unwrap the saran
We're
wrap.
going to unwrap the saran wrap off this Parker's Heritage. For those of you guys that have been watching religiously, you would have saw that when we first got this, I pulled the cork out, and the cork actually broke on me. So, but seems to be just fine now.
Look at that.
Oh yeah, working just fine.
Wow.
Oh,
And
what
you
a
know
nose
what?
on that.
I think it's doing. That bottle just fine there.
What a nose on that, fellas.
Yeah, no, that's real nice. Yeah, just one little splash.
Check out the. Make sure I wasn't cheating myself.
The color on that's beautiful too.
Yeah.
My goodness, that's such a fantastic bottle.
We went to Heaven Hill,
Yep.
obviously, right? That's
Yeah.
why we're sitting here talking about it. But what was it? A couple of days later, they had the connoisseur tasting and the big breakfast. You know,
Yeah.
that's really the kickoff for allocation season.
Yeah.
You know, for a lot of folks. But
Yep.
that's where they released the Parker's Heritage Rye.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The 10-year rye. I think.
Yeah, the 10-year rye. 10-year rye. I'm not really caught up to speed on what that one is, honestly.
No.
You know, we're not going to see it here in North Carolina. So
No.
we're not gonna see it
We
here
don't.
in
We don't have to
North
worry
Carolina.
about it too much.
Yeah. No secret. I mean, we got the bottles sitting up here. We got the bottles on the barrel behind Killa. This is one of our favorite distilleries to go to. So,
Yep.
man, when I was booking tours, I had to do the bottle your own bourbon. It was a little bit more expensive, but you know, it's something we had to do. We did that first thing.
Worth it.
Saturday morning. It was the second day when we rolled in there.
Yeah. We
So-
kicked down the doors, wanted to see what special products or anything that they had in the gift shop that day. Turned out to be Larceny barrel proof, the B523, which we all have
Oh yeah.
multiple bottles of. So I think Kevin picked
I
up another
picked
one
up
just
another
in
one.
case.
I had
Just
to
in
get the
case.
backup.
Yeah.
Yep.
You never have too much, and
Man, I got 3 here in North Carolina.
exactly. And that's that one's still popping up on some of the shelves that we go to from time to time. So it's not completely out of there. I think you and I both grabbed Toasted Barrel.
Sure did.
Malik
Yep.
grabbed a Heaven Hill Bottled in Bond, and then Kevin, you also got that JTS Brown.
Yeah,
up
I've
there.
heard a lot about that
Yeah.
JTS Brown.
Yeah,
20 some bucks. So,
Sure.
Yeah.
yeah, and it's not a bad pour at all.
Yeah.
And I picked up a little keychain, a little Elijah Craig keychain.
Oh, for
that
sure.
was made
Yeah.
from one of the staves from an Elijah Craig barrel. So anytime I'm at work and I'm getting the shakes, I just give it a good sniff, and things seem to steady out pretty good. So it works out all right.
We don't have a problem, folks.
No,
Yeah,
not
we
at
don't have
all.
a problem.
Don't look behind us.
But Elijah Craig, it's a really nice little museum they have there I said Elijah Craig, Heaven Hill, sorry.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry.
Well,
I always
half of
think
it
of
is an Elijah Craig like
right.
exhibit,
Yeah.
and then the other half is Larceny.
Yeah.
And we got to do a little bit of tasting while we went around that too. They have a little tasting area too.
Yeah.
So that was,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
nice.
We kicked down the doors there when they opened
Yep.
at 9:30, and our bottle your own experience was until 10:30. So we just kind of hung out, walked
Yeah.
around and saw what we saw.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and the bottle your own experience, it was outstanding, right? Our if you call it our curator or tour guide, because we really didn't do a tour, we just kind of did a tasting.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it was neat. She was actually best friends with Parker's daughter, and so when she spoke of Parker, when she spoke of the Parker Heritage bottle coming out and getting that each month, you could see a little watering of the eye there. Like I said, you could tell it's a real special part of her heart. Obviously, she thought a lot of the whole family, and thought a lot of Parker. But she was great. The whole bottling experience, right? She taught us all about tasting. We got to try. There was Elijah Craig, a Larceny,
Bernheim.
and then the first one was a
Heaven Hill.
Heaven Hill Select.
Select.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was that Heaven Hill Select was
That was a malt whiskey.
American malt whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. American whiskey.
They were all at barrel proof, and the juice that's in all those barrels, when you do the bottle your own experience, those are barrels selected specifically for that experience. They aren't distributed anywhere
right.
else. We like to think that other than other people who might have gone up there from North Carolina around that time, we might be some of the only folks here that have that particular.
Yeah.
Oh,
juice
for
in
sure.
there, so.
Yeah, this Elijah Craig barrel proof Y723,
Yeah.
Larceny barrel proof Y723. You had to be a part of that to get the Y label on there.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. And it was really cool. We got to taste all of them. Our guide kind of took us through different tasting notes and things that you might be experiencing, and telling us stories about them and what was really made them special. And ultimately, myself and Kevin, we both went with the Elijah Craig.
Malik too.
Yeah, Malik did as well. That's right.
Speaking of Malik, man, we got to get you on the channel, brother.
Yeah, where you at, Malik? Come on.
People are seeing you in the photos, asking about you. Like, come on, just move up here so you can get on the channel.
You went to Kentucky. You should be here. That's all I'm saying. But Forrest, you went with the Larceny.
I did. I had
Weeded
to.
bourbon guy.
I had to.
Yeah. When it comes down to it, but they were all really.
Oh, for
super
sure.
good.
For sure.
Yeah.
You can see this one. It's still got the label around it. I haven't cracked this one yet. I'm afraid to, honestly.
I think that's.
I don't try it, love it, run out of it.
Yeah.
I don't have any backups of this. So
I think all of our plans have kind of been like these are special occasion ones. The one that we got to bottle our own,
right.
At least until we go back next year and probably bottle some more, and
Right.
then maybe we'll crack these if we haven't yet.
Yeah,
But,
for sure.
Those are really special to us.
Yeah, that's what I told the boys. My bottle for now is to be set aside, and when I die, that was for them to celebrate when I die. And I have gotten nervous. They've kind of given me some shady-looking looks, so I think they may want to get into that bottle sooner rather than later. I was really thinking this would be a later incident, but
Be a shame if something were to happen.
absolutely. But again, when we go back, I'm sure we probably would pick that experience again. So we
Sure.
probably will end
Yeah.
up with another bottle. So then
Sure.
maybe we'll trade one out. Well, when we were on Whiskey Row, popping in different places, we went into Evan Williams. It's great. You go into their gift shop and the guy's checking out folks that's buying stuff.
Yeah.
But then you say, "Hey man, can we taste something?"
Yeah,
He pops up
absolutely.
the counter, pulls it. There were 4 of us. He pulls out 5 cups and starts pouring them up. Poured him one, and so the one we tried was this Square 6. So it's actually distilled there on Whiskey Row. It's only sold at the Evan Williams Distillery. As they continue with this Square
Serious.
6
Yeah.
brand,
Yeah.
it will get distributed at one time. But this is a weeded bourbon. It's 105 proof and a lot of cherry flavors from
Yeah,
the
it's a
taste.
cherry
So,
bomb for
yeah,
sure.
it's really
But not
good.
in like a medicinal way. More like
No.
a dark cherry kind of way.
Yep.
You know?
And
So.
the really cool thing about that is that's more of their like experimental series. They're taking some risks. They're playing around with a few different things. We got to try 3 different expressions. That weeded bourbon there at 105 proof. There was a rye, and then I believe there was a high rye bourbon.
That's right.
They came in a little bit lower proof, and they were all really good and different in their own ways. But that one, that cherry explosion,
Yeah.
a little bit
Right.
higher proof point, I think was kind of what sold us on
Yeah.
that.
For sure.
But yeah, it was really cool just to get to experience something that we're not going to ever see here.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Like we said, we jump on the Elijah Craig store picks. So we were just we popped in the Kroger to actually to get something to drink and some food, and it's like, oh yeah, they've got the liquor store connected to it. The Kroger. Let's pop in there and see what they've got.
Yep.
Stood out there, saw the Elijah Craig Kroger pick, and grabbed a bottle of it, and that one only made it just right back to our Airbnb. We
Man,
cracked that.
it's
We almost cracked
empty.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's almost empty, isn't it?
You will grab that real quick. It's right back there.
Yeah.
I think we.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
behind the JCS Brown.
it was all we could do not to crack that in the truck.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
Oh,
but
we got half a bottle.
Yeah,
left.
we're still-
Yeah, we're still all right.
still good on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But yeah, great store pick came in.
and yeah, that's one I don't pass up on. I see the store picks. Got the one from Marshville that
Yeah.
I haven't cracked yet. Forrest picked up for me. Yeah. So.
Oh man, I have that one. We tried that one shortly after I got it.
Unreal. That could be bourbon of the year
Yeah.
for me, maybe. Yeah, we'll see. Love that pick.
No, we don't pass up on the limited releases, the
Yep.
A, B, and C
Sure.
releases. We don't pass up on the private barrels when we see them.
Yeah.
I mean, we get them all. I mean, it's just the juice on the inside is going to be good
Yeah.
Right.
every single time.
Yeah.
Every single time. I haven't had one that I said, "Oh man, this is dog water."
Yeah.
You know,
And
I
think
have had
that's-
dog water from other distilleries though.
Yeah, that's just the hallmark of Heaven Hill. I mean, you're going to get quality product in a good way.
Man, as for the actual bottling experience, though, after we had all chosen what we wanted to bottle and buy and bring home,
Sure.
just station by station going through and through, I mean, we did it all by hand.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
from the pulling the lever, and all this will be on the screen.
Yeah. You got to rinse it out, dry it out.
Yep.
Then you get to fill it. And nothing is more nerve-wracking than putting the labels on, making sure you're doing it straight.
Man, and talk about difficult.
Oh, yeah. You had the hardest of them all.
Just trying to keep all the air bubbles out of this thing, because it's just a long, flat label on a not square glass. You know?
Yeah.
Well, plus you have to line up the keyhole with the key in the back.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
So, like, when you look through this keyhole on the front, there's the key on the back side, so this has got to match up to it. Fortunately, our bourbon connoisseur,
Yeah.
aficionado,
Sure.
Yeah.
steward,
Our guide,
guide, right?
shaman.
Basically put this label on for me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's the
It was
thing.
great.
That's the thing. If you love larceny and you're gonna go with the larceny, just practical tip, that is the hardest to label,
it
but
is.
you will have
It
help.
is.
So don't be scared of doing it just because of that. It's great bottle of bourbon, and they will help you through it.
man, it was talking about splitting hairs. I remember everybody's getting up to like walk into the bottling room, and I'm
Yeah.
sitting there with the Elijah Craig in my hand and the larceny in my hand. I'm going back and forth trying to decide. No, I don't want to make the wrong decision, you know. But I ended up going with the larceny for sure.
And I think at the end of the day, you couldn't go wrong there.
Yeah. Well, like I said, you can see with all the Elijah Craig I had, I'm a little tainted.
Yeah.
I mean, even when you went in, I sat right directly in front of the Elijah Craig bottle, so I was like, yeah.
Well, I think it was kind of hard because we all kind of went in with some of our preconceived notions and our biases. But I gave the Bernheim a fair shake. Definitely not a bad bottle of bourbon. It just didn't suit the palate quite as much as the other
That was
ones.
the second thing we tasted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the first was the Heaven Hill Select.
Right.
Which again, American single malt whiskey, I think it
Right.
was. And honestly, really surprised me. I thought I didn't know really what to expect with that.
Yeah.
Really super tasty stuff.
And very, very limited, right?
Oh, I
It was
mean,
only a
that
couple
is
barrels.
that is only
What-
right there.
Right, but it was only a few number of barrels, right? It
Yeah, I
was,
think it was like 30 barrels that,
Yeah, I'm
that
not-
make up what they have for the
That's
Heaven Hill
right.
Select
That's
stock.
right.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
So, and I know, like, if you kick down the door some days, you can actually
you can probably
you can probably purchase
Catch
a
one of
bottle.
those,
You can
yeah.
catch one.
Yeah.
So, if you guys are going up there, and I encourage you to get there early, because sometimes they'll have the hand grenades of Elijah Craig.
Yeah.
I don't
Yes,
remember
that's right.
exactly what that product was off the top of my head, but
Yeah.
they'll have the Elijah Craig 18. They'll have that Heaven Hill Select.
Yep.
As far as I understand now, they are actually putting out the C923 Larceny and Elijah Craig right now as
Of
well.
course, yeah. Because
So that's a good way to get a hold of it.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know if we'll see it in North Carolina until
Yeah.
later into
probably
Yeah.
October at least.
late October, maybe November.
Yeah.
So
Well, the other great thing about being in line as well, you always meet great people, right? A couple were in line with, they were traveling through from Chicago, and like I say, great conversation. You give some information, you get information. Yeah, it was
for sure.
That was,
good use of time as well.
I think they were the second or third people to give us the recommendation for the main
Evergreen.
liquor store that we went to go to. Yeah,
yeah, Evergreen.
Yeah.
That ended up being our local haunt that we
Yeah.
went to more than a few times.
Yeah. Very good.
But yeah, it's that's part of the fun there on the whiskey. The bourbon trail is just the people you meet, along with all the stuff you get to taste. So. And in the meantime, we got a ton of stuff that we got to drink. That we get to drink.
Absolutely.
We get to drink.
Yeah.
Mindset. is
Drinking
everything.
and drinking and drinking.
Drinking and
Trying
drinking and
to-
drinking and drinking.
Yeah,
Trying to catch up.
we got some great bottles. Well, we got some great other bottles as well. You're
Yeah.
seeing this haul, but there's some other couple
yeah.
unicorns we got and a couple
Oh,
of
yeah.
newbies we got. So yeah.
Oh man, some of the newbies we got.
Oh man, that's the thing. Cause
Knock your socks off.
we got
Yeah.
so much more to share. We've got other distillery tours. We've got, we did Peerless. We got Buffalo Trace, and then like y'all said, a couple of little one-offs that are just blow you away.
Right.
And we can't wait to share all those with you.
Heck yeah. Well, until next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.